Good morning or good afternoon. This is Coach Anthony Williams with Connected Athletics. Connected Athletics is a new startup company based in Austin, Texas, where our platform is focused on connecting athletes with other athletes, connecting athletes with college coaches during the recruiting process, and helping athletes build their brand as they transition from high school to college and then either onto an NFL career or into the workforce. We have got a very special prospect on today that I got a chance to see work at the FBU camp down in San Antonio earlier this year before COVID-19. He is a quarterback, class of 22 from Pflugerville High School. His name is Desmond. We call him Des Thomas II. Des, how you doing this morning?
I'm good, Coach. How are you?
I'm great. Hey, thanks for your time and coming on the show. Let's jump right in. So obviously we are in unprecedented times with COVID-19. Tell us what you're doing to stay in shape and what you're doing to fill your time.
Every day I wake up at about 8, do schoolwork. Then after I get done with that, I jog to the school. It's about a mile. So I jog to the school. Either I'll meet someone there, throw about 100 to 150 balls, or I'll do footwork on my own and run some hills.
Okay.
Every day.
And then you're obviously practicing social distancing and being safe there, correct?
Yeah, max 6 feet away.
Yeah, message all those players out there, it does no good to work hard now here in April and May and then not be around for September. So all you workout guys and players, please be safe. I understand you're on your grind, but make sure we're practicing social distancing and things like that as we get ready for the fall. Des, what I want to do is show your highlight video from your sophomore year and just kind of how you do a play-by-play and just kind of let these coaches know what you're thinking as a quarterback, some of the plays, who you're playing against, that kind of thing, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me know if you can see my screen. I'm gonna go to share right now. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see that.
All right, let's roll right into it. Oh, nice dime there.
Yeah, I saw the safety was in the middle of the field. So it was a post wheel concept. So he went to the post, or he held too long in the post. So I did the wheel.
You mentioned something very important at quarterback development, Des, about how you hold the safety with your eyes. Talk to us about that, about how important it is for you to kind of manage that part of your game.
To look the safety off, so you have a better chance of your receiver catching the ball.
Okay. Now, Des, would you consider yourself a dual threat quarterback or a pocket quarterback?
Dual threat.
Okay. And right on cue, we see you roll out of the pocket here, rotating those hips and shoulders, throwing a dime, man. It's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah, good game.
And the one thing that all college coaches want their quarterback, when a play breaks down, can you still make plays with your feet? And showed a good example right there.
Yes, sir.
Des, I remember seeing you at camp. You look, obviously, you've grown a lot since your sophomore year. Give us an idea, what's your height and weight right now about?
I'm 6 feet, 165 pounds.
Okay. Oh, there's a nice throw.
I probably gained a couple inches and definitely a lot of weight since you see me.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a little idea of you as a quarterback when you're throwing to a certain receiver. Do you understand, there's certain guys you can throw a 50-50 ball to and they'll come down and get it, and there are certain guys you have to kind of throw open. Tell us about your mindset there.
Yeah, so every receiver is different, which is it's a very important to practice with him. I spend a lot of time around receivers. So yeah, some balls I can throw. If he's a little bit taller, I can put it out here, maybe to the side a little bit. So because I know he can go out and get it. But other times I need to hit them right in the face mask.
That last play was a
really
really
just
good example.
Now.
Yeah, that last play was a really good example. You in RPO, kind of play action, faking the run. How are you in the RPO offense? You good with that, or are you like being just kind of straight drop back?
Been doing it since 8th grade. RPO is easy to me. I
All
like
right.
it.
Oh, nice catching the ball there. Good. Very nice. It's funny to see how young you look in this highlight
Yeah,
compared to what I saw from you back in February at the camp.
yeah. It's been a big change.
Big time. Good patience there. Great. Well, just a little bit of idea of what you bring to quarterback. I mean, you're obviously going to look a lot different this fall. Talk to us a little bit about your transition. Obviously, your film there was at Cedar Park, and now you're at Pflugerville. Tell us a little about what you're looking forward to this fall and playing for the Pflugerville Panthers.
I'm looking for. I love the coaches at Pflugerville. I also love the players. I have a great running back, EJ. I think you interviewed him earlier. Yeah, I think we have a good offense and we have a good defense. We have Tony, Dallin, Daryl. We have a lot of people back there.
What about the receivers? A pretty good receiving crew there, I assume.
Yeah, we have some dudes, some sophomores coming up to varsity next year, and I've been working with them. They're good. They have
Okay.
Mosley, and he's solid.
Oh yeah. Well, let's change gears up here. Let's talk a little bit about the importance of academics to you. You got a good GPA, you got a really strong PSAT score of 1140. Talk to us about how you attack your academics.
Yeah, I'm a student athlete, so student first, athlete second. I spend a lot of time in school. It's very important to me to keep my grades up.
Okay. And what is your? I know we're in strange times right now with COVID, but what was your GPA before COVID and took school out?
3.6.
Okay. And I don't think you probably have a test score, ACT or SAT. Have you taken that yet or no?
No, I have not.
SAT. Okay. So what? Tell me, what's your favorite subject? What are you kind of focusing on? Maybe majoring in college.
I want to major in business, but my favorite subject is math.
Okay, I like that. Tell me a little bit about, there are a lot of good quarterbacks in class 22 who are going to be coming up and playing a true varsity season their first time this year. What differentiates you? What do you bring to that position that other quarterbacks in your class maybe don't bring?
I have a big arm. I mean, back in a literal probably a year ago from today, I threw the ball 53 miles per hour at Manning Passing Academy,
Mhm.
and I was 5'9", 142 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've gained a lot. My anticipation is pretty good, especially since I have a connection with my receivers.
Okay. Talk to me about mental preparation. As a quarterback, there's a lot of responsibilities with reading the defense and there's a blitz coming and changing blocking schemes. Talk to us about how you manage those leadership roles as a quarterback.
I mean, if you practice hard enough, you look at the film, you need to go into the game knowing what's going to happen already. I do that. So the game comes easy. The practices are hard.
Are you a big film guy?
Yes, watch film until I need to know what they're doing. I don't go into the game not expecting it. I know it's going to happen.
Okay. And then tell me about as a quarterback, pre-reading. You get a play from the sidelines. Talk to me about pre-reading the defense and kind of understanding before snap who you might be going to or how that play is going to turn out.
Yeah, so I look at the corners. Well, first I look at the box, see how many people in there. If it's an RPO, see if I can hand it off or not. Then I look at the corners to see what coverage you're in. And I look at the safeties. So if the corners are a little bit sagged off, looking at me, might be a zone. So it can be a quick slant. If they're pressed up, I can either run it or it could be a fade or a post. Depends what the safety is doing right there.
That's great to hear. So you are a true student of the game, understanding how the defense will dictate your decision making during the play. That's strong. What do you think? Tell me. You talk about your strong arm, but what else do you think you bring? What are your strengths and weaknesses as a quarterback? Strengths being what you do great, obviously, and then not so much weaknesses, but what you plan on working on for this fall.
I plan on just working on my communication better with the receivers. That's everything. That helps a lot. Maybe getting the things faster, getting the ball out faster. That's a good thing. But
Okay.
my strengths include I'm coachable. You tell me something, I can pick it up fast. I can make plays on my feet. I can do a lot. So that's
What
good.
type of relationship do you like to have with your quarterback coach / OC? Do you want to be able to come to the sidelines and say, "Hey, coach, I have a play that I know will work," or you just like, "Hey, whatever play you call, I'm going to make it happen"? What's your mindset?
Yeah, they tell me a play. It's my job to make it work. and vice versa. If I don't make it work, I'm able to go back to the sideline and they tell me what I did wrong, and I go fix it.
Okay. Um, you're very early in the process right now, but recruiting. Who do you want to hear from? Do you have a recruiting strategy? You have a criteria set? Give us a little idea about where you are in recruiting.
Uh, where I would like right now in recruiting, I'm not very known,
Okay.
but that will change soon.
Hopefully, we're going to change that. Yep.
Yes, sir.
And then who do you want to hear from? Do you want to go in state, out of state? What are you looking at?
You know, I'm looking at a lot of colleges, but the main colleges I'm looking at are colleges with good academics and a good football program. Because, like I said, I'm a student athlete.
Okay. And then as far as you talked about earlier with business, what's the priority, and does it need to be one of the top business schools in the state or the country, or what?
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to McCombs Business School. That's at
Okay.
Texas. That's a dream of mine. It's a great business school. You know, a great economics program, all that. If they have that, then it'll be a consideration for me to go to college.
And then on the football side, is some of your criteria going to be based on distance from home, scheme, family atmosphere, culture? What is it that side? Scheme?
Yeah, I want to feel like I never left my home in the first place.
Okay.
It could be in Massachusetts, Washington, it doesn't matter. But as long as I feel like I'm home there and they have a scheme that fits me, that'll benefit me and the team, I would love to go there.
Okay. We mentioned it earlier, but the importance of your relationship with your quarterback coach, your OC, and your head coach. Talk about that as you're moving now into Pflugerville, about your relationship with your new coaching staff.
Yeah, we're pretty cool. I like them. We understand each other. They
Okay.
help me out. Uh, yeah, I get yelled at. That's the sign I know they have hope in me.
Mm-hmm. Des, what kind of competitor are you? I saw you at camp, and I saw you really working very closely with Sean Salisbury, and there's a lot of good quarterbacks there, and you kind of stepped up your competition. Talk to me about what kind of competitor you are.
I do not like losing. I do not like losing. I will win. That's what I love doing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have someone next to me, he thinks he's better than me. He's not. I'm going to be better than him because I'm not losing.
So you're not looking for guaranteed playing time. You're like, hey, if there's an opportunity, I'm going to work it. I'm just going to outwork the competition. Is that kind of your mindset?
Yeah, I
Okay.
work the competition.
All right. If somebody was to watch you play this fall for the first time, who are you going to remind them of? Well, who do you kind of pattern your game off of, either at the college or pro level?
I would say like Russell Wilson because he can run the ball, but he throws a beautiful pass. And he reads the defense, he picks it apart. But when he needs to make a play, he can. So I would model after.
Yeah, well, I know Russell probably wishes he had your height, but the thing I respect about Russell is he's always under control. Always makes he's not a guy you think of as a guy with a big arm or super fast like Lamar Jackson. He just wins. He's epitome of a leader and he wins. And I see a lot of that in your game also. Um, Tell me about who's influential in your life right now. Who's having a big impact on where you are today and where you're going to be going in the future?
My mom and dad, they're everything to me.
Okay.
They've got me here so far, so they're a big decision and everything.
And then as far as your siblings, are you an only child? Are you the baby, the oldest? Where are you in that?
I have a little brother, he's 5.
Okay. And so how do you take the role of big brother important?
Yeah. I'm his role model. So I have to do the best for me and also him because if I do bad, then he's gonna look up to me and be like, that's okay. So I have
Right.
to strive for greatness.
Well, let's talk about obviously well, let's go this way. When did you start playing football? How old were you?
I've been throwing the football so long I don't remember when I started. I've been in the backyard, always doing drops, going to University of Texas games, just throwing everywhere.
What about when did
Forever.
you start with Pop Warner or Typha Youth League? What age was that? Do you remember?
Yeah, Typha, I started playing with EJ. That was my first team. I played with him for the Dream Team Cougars.
Okay. And then tell me about a time, football is all about adversity, especially as a quarterback. One play you may throw a pick, another play you may throw a dime in the back part of the end zone. Talk to us about whether a time personally or in football where you had to overcome some type of adversity.
My second year playing with the Dream Team Cougars, we didn't have 22 players on our team. We probably had maybe 15, and we made it one we were 1 win away from going to Jerry World, the championship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was 15. We worked hard, very difficult year, but we won. We got together and we won.
Okay. Tell me, do you have a quarterback coach, or are you just working on your own? You work with your dad? Who's helping you with your form and technique as a quarterback?
Sometimes I'll go work with Casey Thompson. I met him at the FBU camp and he
Yeah.
teaches me things. Yeah. And other than that, I take the drills he teaches me and I try to perfect them or get as good as them as I can. I internalize what he tells me and I bring it to the field.
Well, talk to us about that experience. I mean, that's where I first got to see you, and I was very impressed. You got to work with some pretty good quarterback coaches with Sean Salisbury, and Casey was there, and actually Shea Patterson was there working out after the camp. Talk to us about that experience and being around guys who are where you want to be.
It teaches you a lot. You have to know the work ethic that they put in, and now I do it because I know what I have to do to get there. So they taught me a lot.
All right. And what are you most looking forward to this season, and now being at Pflugerville?
Excuse me?
What are you most looking forward to playing with Pflugerville Panthers this fall?
I love my team. I want to go out there and compete with them, try to win, get the playoffs.
Do you have individual or team goals set yet, or are you going to do that later in the summer?
Whenever I see him again, we'll probably all come and set a goal collectively. I haven't seen him in a while because of the crisis. COVID.
Are you guys meeting at all through Zoom or text messages? Or what are you doing to stay in communication with your teammates and coaches?
Yeah, we Zoom. We do Zoom calls. I text my teammates a lot. I'm in a group chat with them, so I'm always in that with them. So I'm in constant communication with my team.
Okay. Simple question, but tell me, why do you love football? Why do you play it? Why do you love it?
It's like, I don't know. I bleed football. I've been doing it forever. I mean, I play other sports, but the turf, whenever I walk on it, it's the same feeling I had when I was little. So it's just ingrained in me. I love football.
Give me a couple of ideas on what life skills has football taught you.
It taught me how to work through adversity. You know, you're on a team with 11 dudes. You have to work together. You know, we're one big team. Your weakest link, you can't. It's the whole team. So, I mean, it taught me patience for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It taught me how to lose. It taught me how to win. It taught me how to control my emotions. I mean, football is a life. It's a life skill.
Yeah. Well, you probably remember at camp, one of the things I always talk about with young athletes like yourself is that football is the greatest teacher of life skills. And that is why a lot of businesses and corporations want to hire former athletes, because they understand work ethic, they understand teamwork, they understand sacrifice and things like that. And so, yeah, that's good to hear that you understand that already. Let's change gears here, talk a little about with this COVID-19 environment. What are you doing when you're not working out and you're not get ready for the season? What are you doing to kill time? Are you spend time with your family? Are you in video games? What apps are you using? Tell us a little bit about you personally.
I don't play too many video games. I mean, I play sometimes, but I'm not. Maybe like 3 hours a week, something like that. I spend a lot of time with my family. We have weights in our garage, so I spend a portion of time doing that also. So it's a lot of time working out, eating right, trying to gain weight, same time trying to get faster, which is impossible. But yeah, I'm just doing it. I'm working out a lot and spending time with my family.
Do you have any favorite apps on your phone? Are you a Twitter guy, Instagram, Snap? Are you into TikTok? What are you doing?
I'd say Instagram is my favorite app.
Okay. And then
Instagram's
tell me about your shoe game. When we finally get on the other side of COVID-19, you start getting out with your friends and maybe your girlfriend. Like, what do you rock on your feet when you go out?
Right now I'm in the Air Max 97s.
Okay.
Man, I love those shoes. Yeah, I have 2 pairs of those.
You got a large shoe game, or you not that much into it?
I'm into it.
Okay.
So maybe some Jordan 3s. I have those too.
Okay.
I've been waiting. They've been just sitting in my closet collecting dust.
Just waiting to break them out.
Yeah.
Hey, let's fast forward to next season. You're in the locker room pregame, a little nervous. You're trying to get hype, get your mind right. What are you listening to? What's in your playlist? What artists you listen to get you ready for a game or a workout?
Okay. Songs. I have like 2 go-to songs that I definitely listen to before every game. It's Flashing Lights by Kanye West. That song just gets me in my zone. I love that song. And
Okay.
then, a variety of artists, just some songs that give me focus that I've heard before, give me
Hmm.
my zone.
Are you more of a guy that likes to get hype, or are you more of a guy that's just trying to like kind of level? I heard talk to a player yesterday, like he's like, I don't like to get hype. I like to be kind of leveled out to make sure I understand my
Yeah,
responsibilities.
I like to be calm.
Yeah,
If I'm too hype as a quarterback, yeah, I need to be calm in the pocket. Being
I
too
love
hype
hearing that.
with the ball.
Yep, no, I think it makes complete sense. I mean, as a former linebacker, I got to get crazy and throw chairs and bang my head in the locker room, but I don't want my quarterback doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tell me, as you move forward here, going into the season, Pflugerville's got a great new head coach. Looking forward to seeing him once again. Um, Goals, you got Hutto in the league now, in the district now. Just, I know you can talk to your teammates, but what are your own goals to lead this team? What are your goals going forward here for that team in the fall?
I really want to make the playoffs. It's been a
Okay.
dream of mine since I was little. I want to, you know, I want to win. That's the
Okay.
main goal. I want our team to win. It's what needs to happen.
Okay. I like it. Simple, making it win. Tell me, you're one of the players I would say is kind of flying below the radar right now from a recruiting standpoint. What other players on your team or that you've played against that you respect to go out and say, hey, these college coaches need to get on these guys? Who would that
Yeah.
be?
You just interviewed LJ. He's one of my friends. I
Yep.
talked to some dudes from McNeil, Luke Hutchison. I haven't
Yep.
seen him on the recruiting board too much. Kaidi, the cornerback, he's good. He just doesn't know. Tony Kachurik, he's pretty good. Dallin Weeks, D-line, Andrew Waltrip. These are dudes that are the dogs. Josh Kruger,
Hmm.
but they're flying under. But
Okay.
they won't.
We'll shout them out. I appreciate that. Hey, tell me, outside of your family, who else has had a positive influence on your life? Is it a coach, a teacher, a counselor, a family friend?
Uh, Outside of my family, I mean, I've always looked up to Drew Brees. He's inspirational to me.
Okay. And he's from Austin, so
Yeah, he's from Austin also.
okay. You're very athletic, obviously, you have good size. What other sports have you played? Are you a basketball guy, baseball, track? What else do you do
Uh,
besides football?
I've played everything. I got a black belt in karate when I was like 10, 9 or 10. So I did that. Track, I ran track, summer track for a long time. Played basketball this year actually.
Okay.
So I've played every sport.
Let's go back to the martial arts because I also have a martial arts background. I know that was young. Is that something you're still practicing or you still kind of work on or no?
No, see, my goal was always to get a black belt, and once I got it, it was like, okay, I'm done. I mean, I accomplished a lot at a young age. I got second in a world tournament for sparring. I was really good at that.
Wow.
Got a black belt. I mean, I got everything I wanted. No, I'm very limber. I don't get tight. I don't get cramps because of that. So
Okay.
it taught me a lot.
Okay. Going back to what else you're doing to kill time, you spend a lot of time watching Netflix with your family? Is there a good movie that you've seen recently that you want to shout out, let people know, hey, you want to check this out?
A good movie, Extraction. I watched
Yeah,
Extraction.
that was good.
That was good. I like
Yeah.
that movie. I
Hey,
watched.
if you get a chance, I watched the new Michelle Obama bio called Becoming. Highly recommend that
Really?
young athletes and young people like yourself watch it. It's very inspiring. It was very good.
I watched The Social Network about Mark
Yep.
Zuckerberg.
Yep.
You saw him too. That was good.
Yeah, one of my favorite lines from that movie is what you put on the internet is written in ink, not pencil, which is an
Yeah,
important message as you as being a prospect and recruiting. These kids got to understand you to be careful what you put out there because that then you have to own it. And you've seen a lot of pro players go through the same thing.
yeah. And the one more movie, it might be called Ace or 21. It's when
Mhm.
the dudes went to a casino.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah, have you seen it? It's a great
Yep, I
movie.
have. Yep.
Yeah,
Good deal.
it teaches you some things.
Okay. Tell me about what you do when you're away from football in the community. What do you do to give back? Are you helping out with a youth football team? Are you involved in your church? What are you doing in that aspect?
I do Meals on Wheels every Thanksgiving. Give back. It's a humbling experience.
Okay. For college coaches that are watching this, and eventually you may obviously going to end up in college, what type of learning style do you prefer? Are you a visual guy? Are you verbal? Or are you more of a physical guy that need to be show me physically what it's like to learn?
I mean, you have to show me it. I mean, like if you're on the board and you draw out cover three, I remember cover three forever. But if you like tell me, I still understand it, but showing me, I'll pick it up very more quickly.
Okay, that's good. Understand that. Simple question that most coaches are going to ask you is, why do you think your game is going to translate to the college level?
Well, because I'm 6 feet and I don't even have facial hair yet.
That is as honest as it gets. I
Yeah.
like it.
I have a 6'5" wingspan, still 15. I mean, that I have a lot more growing to do. I have a lot. So I think when I hit whatever I'm supposed to hit and I bloom, it's gonna be crazy.
So obviously we were talking about a late growth spurt. What height and weight do you think you'll be by the time you graduate from Pflugerville?
6'1", 6'2", 195, 200 pounds, something like that.
And then is there height in your family, mom and dad or grandparents?
Yeah, my dad's the shortest one in the family. He's 6 feet tall. Everybody else is like 6'5" giants.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell us who I mentioned influence earlier, but is there somebody at the school, either whether it's at Cedar Park or at Pflugerville, who has had an impact on you, has helped you be successful today? Maybe it was a counselor, or maybe an advisor, maybe a tutor, or whatever. Talk about not somebody non-football related that has had an impact on you.
It's just usually my teachers as a collective, because I'm an athlete. So when I walk to the class, they don't know if I'm actually serious about school.
Right.
Right. So I go up to them, I talk to them. They realize I take school very seriously. So when that happens, my teachers help me out. They all call me Des. They all call me by my nickname. I have a tight relationship with all my teachers.
That's awesome. That's great to hear. Hey, and finishing up here, I mentioned to you earlier, in business, there's a thing called an elevator pitch. Let's say you're in front of a head coach of a program that you want to go to. In 30 seconds, tell that coach right now why they should recruit Des Thomas II.
You should recruit me because I'm a winner. I'll do everything I can to get the dub. It's I'm coachable and I have a great relationship with my teammates and coaches.
Okay, simple. And hey, I am looking forward to seeing you play this fall. If you need anything, to please reach out to me. Please continue to be safe. Tell the family I said hello, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, Des.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
bye-bye.